Good day everyone. For today's video, I am going to teach you on how to solve for the sides of a right angle. Or in every triangle. Because it is part of a trigonometry. For example, you have a missing part of a triangle, so we're going to solve. For example, we have a right triangle. So we have 40 degrees as our basis. In my previous video, I tackled about how to find the sixth trigonometric function of a specific angle, or if a given angle, like the sine, cosine, tangent, cotangent, cosecant, and so on. So in this case, right? So I know and we know that we have 40 degrees, right? So we have 40 degrees, and I already teach you the six trigonometric functions like sine. So in finding the sides of a missing triangle, so you are going to identify which trigonometric function suit that is specific angle. So for example, in that given angle 40 degrees, so we can apply the sine, that the function of a sine, which is opposite over hypotenuse. So for me, yes, right? We can conclude. So and we can write sine. Okay, we have sine. We have sine 40 degrees over the formula of sine over sine. The formula of the sine, we have, if you remember, we have opposite over hypotenuse. So the opposite is the missing part, right? So we can put x, let x be the missing parts. Then we have the opposite of 5, right? So in this equation, to simply identify the value of x, so you can cross multiply 5 to sine 40 degrees. So now we have a formula, or you have now a equation of 5 sine 40 degrees equals x. So having that kind of equation, so you can easily identify the value of the x using your scientific calculator, because you cannot easily identify the value of 5 sine 40 degrees with your mind. So based on the calculator, so we have 3. The value of x is the 3. So we have 3. Okay? Remember, we have 3. Okay? We have 3. We have 3 here. Okay, so but we have a missing part again. We have a missing part, which is the adjacent, right? So we have adjacent. We have a missing part, which is the adjacent. We have the hypotenuse, which is the 5. Then we have the opposite, which is the 3. But we have the adjacent, and again you are going to think what trigonometric function could be the best way to solve that specific side. So if we say cosine, so the value of cosine is, or the formula of cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, right? So for me, as your teacher in this video, for me, yes, we can use cosine. So we can write down here cos, okay, cos 40 degrees. 40 degrees equals the adjacent one over hypotenuse. And the value of our hypotenuse is already 5. And same procedure. same procedure as we find the value of the opposite side. So we are going to cross multiply. So I have here now 5 cos 40 degrees equals A or X. It will depends on you on what variable you're going to use as a marker. So we're going to use your scientific calculator. So I have 5 cos, then we have 40 degrees. So according to the calculator, the value of this 5 cos 40 degrees, we have 4. So 4A. So in these missing parts, we have 3. So we have 3 and we have 4. Okay. In finding the sides of every triangle, if a missing part of a triangle, always remember to think what trigonometric function could be used. It's either in sine, it's either in cosine and tangent, right? It will depend. It will depends also on what side is available. And in this example, we have a hypotenuse, and we all know that the value of sine, trigonometric function of sine, is opposite over hypotenuse. So we can use that formula. So in finding also the adjacent, we know that cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. So we can also use the cosine. Then we can also use the tangent in finding the adjacent. So it is matter on how to find the value. It will depends also in your analytic mind. Okay? So that is very simple also. You are going to find what trigonometric function will the best one to solve that specific side. Okay? No more formulas involved. Just focus in that 6 trigonometric function. The sine, cosine are the three trigonometric function, the sine, cosine, and tangent in finding the specific sides. So thank you. I hope you understand with our tutorial in this day. So thank you.